And my other question is that sometimes the questions are phrased weirdly, like, this isn't that weird, like for and against, like you give your for and against, or I think one question was, do like autocratic systems try and hinder the development of opinion rather than instilling beliefs? Would we like how would we stick to the structure that we have, which is a for, like your opinion, and then against, or is there a different structure you would recommend?
Great, thank you for dropping that question in. So what I'm trying to write in these paragraphs, just so you guys can copy paste them into your notes if you want to, is like, if you're arguing like one reason why I believe abortion should be allowed in all circumstances is because women have a right to bodily autonomy and the state shouldn't be able to interfere with that autonomy. So if that's your argument, women have a right to bodily autonomy and the state / others shouldn't be able to intrude on that principle. This is a really good philosophical argument to use. The harm principle is basically the idea that, like, if you're not harming someone else, we can't harm you. And it's just it's a philosophical idea that seems very basic. But if you use that in your essay, they will be very impressed. Does that answer your question at all, Samantha?
Yes, it does. Thank you. I had gone from the angle like it can constitute as a form of torture because like people have long-term impacts from pregnancy, and it's a fundamental human right for equality of gender. Is that also okay, or should I stick to the happy, like it constitutes a happy life? I think so. It was on our video.
Okay. Okay, the aim of totalitarian education has never been to instill convictions, but to destroy the capacity to form any. Explain what is meant by this statement. I've never seen an LNAT question like this, is my answer to your question about structure. This to me reads much more like an LNAT prep question that you might design if you're trying to like get students to be better at LNATs. And I say that because like ultimately these 3 questions here, can you see that? Explain what is meant by this statement, argue on the side of the proposition, to what extent do you agree that is true? All of these are typically encompassed under discuss. Like that's normally how you would see, like this question feels to me, because of how specific it is, that someone is trying to get you to kind of tease out what you think about the statement and get you into that like kind of practicing mode. Because I've never seen an LNAT question with this many parts. The main points that I guess you want to be touching on here is like, I would say that this is not true. I think I'd probably argue, I agree that there is a desire to break the will of certain defectors / fringe members who are attempting to undermine the regime, i.e. like people leading campaigns against it, trying to escape, etc. You want to destroy their convictions / make it hopeless. However, I disagree that there is only one aim. Totalitarian regimes want longevity, and they won't achieve that if they only suppress the desire to revolt. Longevity comes from a genuine belief / passion in the mission and value schema.